Well, it's that time of the month again for things to start getting bloody. No, scratch that. Suggested the other week by Rag Princess Sews and liked up by a ton of you, for some reason. It's this DIY bloody hand print that's been going around this season. This is made by using some Elmer's glue, some red food dye, and some plastic wrap, and the best part is that it's reusable. Let's get bloody! So for the first step, I got myself a cutting board and some plastic wrap and wrapped one layer very tightly around the board and taped it down to the back so that it was nice and smooth. Next, I covered my hand completely in glue, which is kind of fun, and then pressed it down onto the plastic wrap. Now that I had my hand shape, I applied more glue to fill in the empty spaces and let it sit to dry. This is followed by more layers and more drying. Now the whole point of doing this is so that you build up a thick layered base of glue, about 1/8 of an inch thick. Sitting and watching glue dry is a pretty tedious process. Holy fuck, this is taking forever. Now I'm not sure for how many days this continued on, but I finally built up the base enough to continue on to the next step. That's when I dumped a bunch of glue into a bowl. I mixed in some blue food coloring followed by a shit ton of red food coloring. And I did this over and over again until I got my desired shade of blood glue. Now for this next step, I should have probably worn some gloves, but we all know my position on gloves. I applied my blood glue to my hand and smeared it all around, and then proceeded to press it on top of my already dried glue handprint. And then I waited for that layer to dry. I repeated this process until I got the bloody handprint in which I had set out to achieve the week prior. I unwrapped the plastic wrap from the cutting board and began to peel off my bloody handprint. Finally. Oh wait, this shit is still wet. It, I'm taking it off anyways because I don't give a shit. It'll dry faster that way anyways. The next day I came back to it and assessed my hand. It still wasn't dry completely, but good enough. And I have to admit, you know, it looks pretty cool. I'd hang that up at a Halloween party or some kind of decor around the house. Now it doesn't stick naturally, so you're going to have to add some tape to the back before you stick it onto whatever surface you're going to put it on. Now if you want to save some time, I suggest that you get a couple glass bottles, soda bottles, wrap them up in a towel, grab a hammer, and bash them to pieces. Then empty the broken glass contents out into like a shoebox or some kind of container. Then take whatever hand that you want to use for the printing and press it firmly into the box of glass. Using both hands to apply pressure or pounding your hand with a large mallet also helps. Once you feel like you're gonna pass out, remove your hand from the glass and carefully pick out any shards of glass that may be stuck within your palm. Now just slap down your hand upon any surface that you want a bloody handprint on and you're good to go. Squeeze your hand together to generate more blood until you either finish decorating or really need to go to the hospital. So yeah, the pin works, you know, just may take you forever to fucking make it, but now kind of taking a look at the side-by-side comparison, I don't really care that much for the Elmer's glue handprint anymore. I thought it looked kind of cool at first, but, you know, not compared next to the real thing. Bummer. More Man vs. Halloween to come. If you liked this video, be sure to push that like button, and if you didn't like this video, don't do anything at all. See you next time.